Today we'll be solving this very interesting lead code problem, longest palindromic substring. So the problem says you're given a string S, return the longest palindromic substring. Palindrome is like you read it from back or front, it's the same. I hope you know what's palindrome. So the approach is I'm wondering how to solve it. So yeah, there are a few things I should consider. The actual palindrome, like to check any palindrome, I would use two pointer technique, right? I would take left equal to 0, right equal to n minus 1 and compare left and right. Let me show you how I would work. If this A, B, B, A, which is a palindrome, I would put left here, right here. The normal palindrome question I'm talking about. If they matched, yeah, fine. I would increment this, I would decrement this. I'll update their positions. Now these two matched, and at the end, right would be here, left would be here. If this thing happens, it's for sure a palindrome. But since we are asked to find longest palindromic subsequence, I cannot do this for everything, right? I cannot generate all possibilities and just keep validating their palindromes. That's a brute force approach. So instead, I would be doing a different kind of two-pointer technique. That's expand from center. Expand from center. So as the name suggests, you'll keep left here, right here. If they match, move to the next. Left here, right here. Update their positions. If these two match, good. You have found a palindrome. If there's some C, D, etc., again increment left here, right here. The so far longest palindrome would be this one. CD didn't match. So stop the loop. Stop the loop here. Now you are left with this part. So always the longest palindrome would be the substring starting from left plus 1 to right minus left minus 1. Right? This particular substring would always be the longest palindrome for that particular center. For that particular center. If you start from that center, you can say this thing, this substring would give me the longest palindrome starting when I start from that center. So let's write the same thing as an algorithm. So first thing, how to actually write expand from center. So the thing is quite simple. First thing, you need to expand from center, so you need to have some integer left equal to left and integer left and right. You need to have these two integers. They could be anything. They could be anything perhaps. Pass them as arguments to your function. Let's write expand function. I'm writing a pseudocode. So while left and right are in bounds, like they don't go out of bounds from the and string of left string of left is same as string of right. All right, these are the cases I would be checking for. If this is the case, I would enter into a while loop, and what I would do left, move left to left, move right to right. Clear? This is what I'll be doing, right? And I would return, what should I return? Substring starting from left plus 1 to right minus left minus 1. Right? This is what I should return. That's it. This is the code for expand. Let's code this up actually in VS Code. So I have previously taken longest palindrome question. So let's take string expand from from center Alright, now as discussed earlier, what should I do? While it doesn't go out of bounds. So how can I say it doesn't go out of bounds? Left is greater than or equal to 0 and right is also less than or equal to s dot size minus 1. If this is the case, it's out of bounds. Sorry, it's not out of bounds. And it matches. It matches s of left, s of right. In this case, what should I do? Left minus minus, move left to left, and move right to right. And what I should return? Return s dot substring of left plus 1, right minus left minus 1. That's the substring, right? So this is the expand from center function, which is quite easy. Now coming back to the algorithm, I have expanded from center. Now we know how to expand from center. This part I hope everyone is clear. So now let's say you have some question like C, A, B, B, A, D. How would you expand from center for each of them? Let's take an I. One thing you should be very careful, the palindrome could either be in this form A, B, A, or it could be of the form A, B, B, A. Both of these are like palindromes, right? This is the odd length one, this is the even length one. In odd length case, the center is this one. In even length case, the center is this one. Both of them are center. So this would be my left as well as right. In this case, this would be my left, this would be my right. So this part I hope everyone is clear. Odd length and even length we have to handle separately since they are very separate cases. This is I have taken example of an even length palindrome one. So first I would start from C. Since left there's nothing to the left. Left and right matches odd length. But after this, if I do left minus minus, left is not greater than or equal to 0. So the loop would stop here itself. Now let's go to here. Let's check odd length one first. The odd length one would be CAB. Is this a palindrome? No, that's not a palindrome. Fine. So far we encountered a palindrome C as well as A, which are single character. The length is 1. Now let's check the odd even length palindrome for this one. Odd length we are done with odd length. CAB is not a palindrome. Let's check AB is a palindrome. No. So there's no use of checking further. Now let's go to the next one. We are done with C. We are done with B. Sorry, we are done with A. Now let's come to the B. Is ABB a palindrome? No. Now let's check for even length. BB is a palindrome? Yes. So we have a new palindrome BB of length 2. The previous one were A and C of length 1. This is length 2. So these two will be updated to BB since it has a higher length. Now let's expand further. ABBA is a palindrome, like A is matching, so ABBA is a palindrome, yes. So the current palindrome is again updated, ABBA. Now let's expand again. Is CD matching? That means CABBAD is not a palindrome. The longest palindrome we found is ABBA, which is this substring which we are returning here, right? The substring which we are returning here. Now let's code this up. Handle separately for odd length and even length. Let me write a pseudocode first. So let's take a method solve and string s. I need to check for separately every character. So let's take a for loop. We need to traverse all characters, so I need to take a for loop. For int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Yeah. So now, firstly I need to handle odd length ones. So yeah, how I would handle odd length ones. Firstly, odd length. What am I typing? Yeah, odd length ones. Odd length ones would be, let's take a string O, which is the odd length string. That would be of expand of string I plus 1. Odd length. No, I and I. This is odd length. In case of odd length, both L and R are I. So that's what we have done. In case of even length one, we take expand of. In case of even length one, the center L and R is I plus 1. Now we need to return whichever has the maximum length. Check whichever has the maximum length. So the pseudocode would be return whichever has max length. Alright, this is the pseudocode. Let's code this up in VS Code. Yeah. So we need to first let me take a size variable s dot size. Fine. Now we will check for odd length ones. For odd length ones, it would be string odd equal to expand from center. In case of odd length, left and right both are equal. I. Next, since we need to, let's take a variable. Let's take a variable string answer. Answer equal to currently empty string, and let's see if answer dot size. Since we need to find the longest, if answer dot size is less than the odd dot size, in that case, answer equal to odd. Now let's do the same thing for even length. There's nothing much difference. Okay. In even case, this would be I plus 1. Alright. So we have done the same thing for odd and even, just we have changed the center. At the end, we need to return our answer, right? That's it. I guess it should work. Let's take a test case. And it passed. Now let's copy the same code and submit it to LeetCode. Okay, successfully copied. Now let's paste it here. Okay, what's wrong? Let's submit this. And yeah, it passed. Thank you everyone. I'll be also discussing another algorithm for the same, which is the Manchester algorithm, which is a bit more optimal and also a bit more easy to understand. It's quite important algorithm, and there are several applications of this Manchester algorithm. In the next video, I'll be discussing the Manchester algorithm for solving the same.